Got to bring in the got to bring up the Robinhood account. That's right. I'm a Bitcoin maxi now. Let's go. My Bitcoin's up. Let's see. Let's see it on the weekly. Look at that. On the weekly, my Bitcoin is only down $1.42. Let's go. Average Bitcoin costs $89,000. I am the proud owner of 202 Bitcoins. Let's go. That's funny. Damn, we're still in 15 fear. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Hmm. Stevie, what's up, Stevie? Welcome to the 1 hour live stream. Larry Barber says, okay. Mr. J. Rosa says, if you can do story protocol. Thank you. You mean like story IP? I don't think story protocol is one. I think you mean IP, right? Yeah, so I don't think I don't even know when the last time we looked at this was. Oh, yeah. It's on the daily. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember when the last time we looked at this was. Probably when it was at like $4, right? So for story IP, just keep in mind you are getting a reversal. We were extremely oversold. For traders are probably going to take profit around 340 to 450. So this area needs to break as a if you're holding it, but if you're trading it, that would have been around a 60 to 100% return if you bought the dip. So as a holder, you need to break this area. Once that breaks, the next target on the upside is $7. But keep in mind for story IP, it is being diluted. So this is one of the coins that came out on Coinbase. I'm kind of permanently scarred from Coinbase. I don't like Coinbase when they come out with coins because they come out with a very, very, very large supply, and then they start unloading that supply on retail. That's what happened with my coin over here. I bought it back here, and although I could have got like a 2 or 3x when I first bought in, I didn't, and then I wrote it all the way down. So I just don't want that to happen with anybody else. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. It just needs to push through, break this area of resistance, and then hopefully we get a continuation. But that's about it. I'm gonna get some. Actually, I'm not gonna get some water. We're only gonna be here for an hour, so it's not that long. So Bitcoin's having a nice bounce right now. I don't know if you guys watch the Bitcoin videos, but we need to break 91,300, and then we could see a bigger move up to around 106. And then once that breaks, then obviously the bear market is invalidated and the targets on the upside are all still valid, which technically it's 139 to 148, and I still have that there just in case we do end up going there. But as of right now, hopefully, you know, if you're holding and if you think we're going to the moon, hopefully it doesn't make a lower high and crash. So I'm just going to be buying as much Bitcoin as I can during these crashes, but no more altcoins for me. Wow, really slow day, or really slow night. I guess it is Thanksgiving week, so whatever. We'll be live for an hour and call it after an hour. Yeah, the daily RSI completely reset. Now we're curling back up. And then same with the weekly. So the weekly is actually curling up right now. But the yellow band is inching in on neutral at 50, so we're not quite oversold. Yeah, let's put up a poll. Damn, the crypto undead's going live in this is actually perfect. Look at this. TCU's going live in 84 minutes. So that's perfect. It'll be like a extremely long live stream. I really need to change. No, I can't change my stream times because I feel like there's a lot of action. Like, obviously, I'm streaming at night, so it's like 5 p.m. And Eastern time, it's 8 p.m., so people are probably in bed or like getting ready to go to bed. So I don't think my stream times during the week are super like good peak times, but unfortunately this is like really the only times that I can go live because I work, so it has to be after 5 p.m. on the weekdays. Free Lightning, welcome to the dead show. We're pretty much we only have like, we peaked at we've been live for 8 minutes. We peaked at 12 viewers, so we're not getting anything right now. No views right now. But I'm up 41 cents today on my Bitcoin, so I hope you're doing well. And let me know what you want me to look at for you, Free Lightning. Oh, you know what? I already know what you want. You want Zebic, huh? Or Dogelon. How's Dogelon doing? We might be headed up. We might be heading up. Let's go, Dogelon. We're leaving this behind. Yeah, we're getting stuck at resistance here, so Zebic does need to break out. If it doesn't, we get stuck here. We're going to come back down. But yeah, it looks like we're having a really hard time closing over 2034. So Zebic is getting stuck. We do need to see that next push up and that next continuation up to 2045. And then we got to look at Swiftcoin, I think. That's the other coin. Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been busy lately. Can we look at Bitcoin, Turbo, and Swiftcoin? Just need a market update. Thanks for looking at Dogelon. Yeah, Dogelon's not doing anything. So Elon's just sitting on the floor right now. I don't care about these little moves up. I want to see Dogelon over 6012. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So I hope you're watching the Bitcoin Maxi videos, because as you can see, I'm officially a Bitcoin Maxi holding 0.002, which is $200 worth of BTC now. So yeah, feels good. So yeah, for Bitcoin, basically we can't make a lower high, and the next target on the upside is 91,388. So we can't go back up there, get stuck, and come back down, because at that point 83K is still valid. So you might start creating some sort of bear flag, and then eventually capitulate and break down to $70,000. That's the next landing pad. Once 91 breaks, then I'd say 106 is in play. Yeah, like 106K is in play. 100 and then 106,000 would be in play. So that's it for Bitcoin. And then once that breaks, then we could say that, hey, we're still in a bull run, and it's still holding the structure, the macro structure, and the trend line. And at that point, 139 to 148 is still in play. And then let's take a look at Swiftcoin. Yeah, Swiftcoin. So we came up and we retested Swiftcoin. So I don't know if you saw the weekly update videos, but that's what this box is. So for Swiftcoin, we said, hey, we're extremely oversold. If we get some sort of bounce or some sort of like rebound, we need to break through this area of resistance, which is what we have boxed at 2068 to 98. We came up, got stuck, and came right back down. So right now, it needs to stay over 37. If it doesn't, you're going to make a lower low, and then we'll take a look at that when it does happen. But on the upside, if it does manage to establish a floor here over 37 and continue up, making higher highs, or starting an uptrend, I guess, you need to break this area of resistance at 68 to 98, and then once 1070 is in play, and then once that breaks, it's a full-blown reversal. Swiftcoin to 2 cents, 4 cents, and 8 cents would be in play. And that's pretty much it for Swiftcoin. Now let's take a look at Turbo for you. Yeah, Turbo didn't even come up yet. So Turbo is on support right now. So it is holding 2013, and we're just waiting to get this rebound, right? Yeah, using this area as, I didn't even use that. So for Turbo, just keep in mind, we could still come back up to 25 to 34, and that's where traders are going to take profit, given that they bought the low. That's around 84 to 100% pump from the current price. So if you're holding it, you need to break this. If not, then you're going to come back up here, get stuck, and make a lower low. Wealth Abundance, what's good, bro? Finally caught the live. Heading to the gym. I'm heading to the gym. Yeah, I went this morning. Hey, you want to see my cat? She's right here. Hey, lady, come on. She doesn't like being held, but she really doesn't like being held, but it's okay. There you go. And I know you like cats. Yo, free lightning for 5 beans. That's crazy. I did not think I was going to get any super chats today, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. First super chat of the night. Let's go. But like 10th comment. You know, it's 10 comments. There's really like nobody here. We got like 12 people here, so that's awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping me on my journey to acquiring 1 Bitcoin. I hope you know that's where that's going, right? Like, you're gonna see it. You're gonna literally see just buying Bitcoin and literally holding it for as many years as we're gonna be doing YouTube. So yeah, I think Zcash is a good hedge because of the privacy narrative and finite tokenomics backings. Yeah, dude, I can't. I wish I bought Zcash at $30. That's crazy. I mean, if you think you missed out on Zcash, why not just buy Dash? Dash is still sitting on the floor here. It's not really moving. So, like, oh, that's funny. I was like, what? It's at 198? Bro, I almost, like, had a heart attack. Yeah, it's at 58 bucks. Why not do Dash, right? Price is right, says Toshi. Let's go. Wealth Abundance says a black cat been crossing a road every time I enter my block. Hopefully it's good luck. Yeah, don't let anybody give bad don't don't let anybody give a bad name to and say like black cats are bad luck. They're actually very, very, very sweet. They're very nice cats. It's funny, my cat's just been chilling over here giving herself a bath. Hey, what's up? Ari's in the house. Let's go, Ari. What's up? Bitcoin meow analysis. Yo, I need to rebrand. I need to rebrand because that is really good. But it's just like I already have my banner and everything, and I already have my pivot for next year, which I'm starting right now, obviously. But look at this. I'm gonna have to change to like Bitcoin meow analysis. I gotta keep it crypto because obviously we're still gonna be talking about crypto and stuff. So prices right says Toshi. Is Toshi still continuing up? Yeah, it is. I mean, no, it's not. It's not. We got to bounce though. We got to bounce on this support. For Toshi, in order for you to get a continuation, you need to break 44 and 52, which is resistance, and then 68 on the upside. Keep in mind, if you're trading, those are all areas that traders are going to be taking profit. But if you're holding it, that's an area that you need to break out. Otherwise, it's going to come right back down. Let's see. Let's see if the Crunchwrap Supreme video's up. Oh no, it's not. Lame. Lame, lame, lame. Yeah, Zcash. I wish I bought Zcash. Oh my god, it's easy to look back and be like, oh, I wish I had done this. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Zcash is still very bullish. Just keep in mind, if we do get a deeper correction, 229 and 367 need to hold. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's crazy! Zcash is never coming back down that low." Keep in mind the Zcash is that's only a 30 to 57% correction. Keep in mind from the low, Zcash did a 40x, so it's not that crazy. And it just like completely undid everything in how long? Like in like 50 days. Yeah, in 2 months. In less than 2 months, it undid everything. Insane. It's not too late for Zcash. Think about it. Just let it correct and enjoy the 100x ride with only 21 million coins, just like BTC and way priced way lower. Yeah, but it's a privacy coin. It's like buying BTC at $500. I mean, if it comes back down to $200, maybe, but like I already said, that all my money and all my capital is going to go into buying Bitcoin on the way down because I'd rather just be like happy with getting a 2 to 3x next cycle on my average rather than to try to put money into all these other coins and trying to make it like trying to make it with alt season, you know? Cuz look, we never got one. Last December I was up big. Yeah, me too. but I didn't sell because I thought the year would be the peak. Yeah, same here, AZ Marine. I yo, I remember even OXT had an actually I did sell OXT. I did sell this. It was here back in December of 2024. It went back up and it actually went higher. I don't know why it's not recording it. It went to like 15 cents and I sold it. But then I kept, yeah, it went up to 15 cents. I sold it like 14 cents or something. And then I kept 100,000 coins because I was really, I was big in OXT. I was like, I had a lot of coins. And then it came all the way back down, and I was like, bro, I'm done with OXT. It went up to 6 cents. I sold 100,000, which was like 6 grand. And then, dude, look, it would have been $2,900 right now. And that's just the position that I held like afterwards. Imagine if I had kept everything. I would have been absolutely like, I would have been destroyed. That would have been really bad. Let's see. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I was up a lot. I wish I had sold everything over here. Even with Dogelon, like Dogelon had a massive run up, man. I just can't believe. Yeah, Dogelon over here back in like literally in December, you see? It was up to like the threes and then it had a giant spike and I sold some at the 0.5 and then I just got wrecked here. Yeah, I literally got wrecked. I actually dollar cost averaged down, bought more down here, and then I ended up selling for a loss that position because I was like, oh, screw this, I'm over it. Like that, like extra amount. I'm so annoyed at the Monad Ponzi is pumping. What's your opinion on the crypto market as of right now? Any changes in opinion recently? I think that if we break, I think that we need to break. I think we're getting that bounce. Like we've been saying it for ever since we've dropped down to these levels. Hey, like we're in for a bounce. I don't know if it's going to happen. Oh, okay. Now we can look and say, hey, we're getting that bounce. So it's not like it should be like foreign. It's like, hey, we knew there was going to get a bounce. We knew we were extremely oversold. So at this point, it's like, hey, how high is it going to go up? Because the last 2 cycles, and I got completely wrecked, the last 2 cycles, every single time it went up, I thought, hey, this is it. We're about to break. We're about to go to the moon. But we made a lower high, broke down. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll buy more. I bought more. We started going up, and then we broke back down, made a lower low. So it really just depends if we break these areas of resistance. So I'm not bullish yet. I'm not bullish until we break 91.3, until we break 100, and then until we break 106. Those are my targets. Once 106 breaks, yeah, I think that in that case, like 139 to 148 is definitely going to be. There's no way it's going to go all the way to 106 and then come back down, in my opinion. But you can tell the volume is fake. Yeah, exactly, dude. Dude, it's literally a Coinbase scam. I guarantee, like seriously, I wish we could how can we do this? I wish we can like we already know what's going to happen. And I'm sorry if anybody has this coin, but like we already know that eventually you're going to get like candles that end up like spawning in like this. So you're going to get the scam pump and then everyone's going to pile in and then we're going to basically go down and none of those people are ever going to get the money back. The reason why is because it's literally going to be inflated. So they're literally going to be pumping, like they're literally going to be releasing circulation. You might get scam pumps here and there, but it's probably never going to end up breaking its previous all-time high. So right now that it's finding its all-time high. That's what I think. That's why, in the other stream, like that one guy, he's like, hey, I made money. I'm like, bro, I really, what was this JY Adventures? I'm like, bro, like, good for you. I genuinely, like, I wish this thing goes up forever. But how many times have you seen this? It goes up, it gets everyone. Luckily, he sold and took profits. I don't care if it goes to $1, $2. Yeah, that's like nobody could see that coming. Because generally speaking, playing it safe is like, oh, okay, like where is it's probably going to start dumping soon, right? Any profit is good profit. But I really, I'm like, dude, I really wish um, I really wish that he takes profits, and he did take profits, so that's good. Bro, you capped too early. We didn't get any alt seasons. I know, but it's just I feel like, especially with my channel, because I don't know if you've been following the channel, but I actually I started making content with it. So I bought Bitcoin, and then I bought Bitcoin again, and I'm using that as like making content for the channel. Like, oh, day one of becoming a Bitcoin maxi, here's my reasons. So as of right now, it's more beneficial for me and my growth to pivot into focusing only on Bitcoin and then growing my channel with becoming like a Bitcoin maxi, rather than to leave my capital in and risk my capital going down, which means that I could buy less amount of Bitcoin when we do actually hit the bear market and we actually start going down by 20, 30, 40% capitulations. So yeah, I agree, and I hope like I have patience. Adjusted have patience. Man, I gotta convince you. So I have patience. If for me, I was in my coin for like 5 years, man. I never like, you know, I I never jumped around in multiple different coins. And even in the other live stream, I go over there and I only asked ever for like 2 coins minus SLP. We're not going to talk about that, but but really it was just like OXT, and it was just like I've had so much patience with this, but it's like at what cost? This thing could just go down and just never come back up and get delisted. So there's a lot of fear, and I hope it doesn't do that. I hope it goes up for everyone, but for me and for my sanity, I feel a lot comfortable buying $100, $1,000 when it goes lower, and then like kind of like playing with my capital like that and making content where I get ad revenue on these videos. I can actually recoup some of that like cost of putting money into Bitcoin, rather than to have altcoins and risk it basically going to zero. So that's my thought logic behind it. I have a ton of Jasmine. I could take a look at Jasmine. It's got to bounce just as hard as it fell. That's true, Aloe. Go look at Trump tariff dump spot. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, TCU's in the house. Let's go. I saw you have a live stream in 1 hour, right? We're probably gonna stop live streaming in I have like another like 40 minutes. So anybody who's in here that wants to watch the next live stream, definitely go check out TCU, the Crypto Undead. This gentleman, he has a late night live stream session for some reason. Probably had a very long day at work, just like me today. You now have to experience the live streams at night. Which is kind of slow. It's a lot slow. It is really slow. We usually get between 20 and 40 people in here. But right now it's like, I think the peaked concurrent viewers are like 12, 15. So I'm not getting that many, but I will be in your live stream. So I'll put you on in the background. Thanks for the update. You're welcome, Free Lightning. And thank you so much for the 5 beans. Yeah, we know his profits were probably like 10%. Hey, any profit's good profit, Aloe. I'll be happy if he takes 10% rather than him to do what I did with OXT for the next 5 years, keep buying and having it never ever go up. I keep saying fart looks good and I'm never gonna buy it. Yeah, dude, what happened? You said you even called it. What happened? I mean, this doesn't look good. You're just making it needs to break out. But imagine if it does break out, like the one coin. Yeah, 68%. Yo, man. You're getting stuck at the 236 at 30 cents. It needs to break out. 42 cents would be in play. But this is where traders are going to be taking profit. Obviously, if you had listened to yourself, Aloe, you would have been up 68%. And you would have been in that predicament. Huh. Am I happy with 70%? Or am I going to risk it for another 40%? And what's the answer? I'm going to risk it for another 40% all the time. I have some Troll. I can take a look at that for you too. Yeah, Troll is a good buy here if BTC gets over 90K. What's Troll? I don't even know what this is. 40 million market cap. I'm rooting for you, but I'm just saying it'll be nice to enjoy the ride with all my people. Dude, I hope. I started November 2021 towards the end of the cycle not knowing anything about the market. Big mistakes. Yeah, I started crypto in 2017 and in 2018. We're not going to talk about those days, but it wasn't bad. It was okay. I actually started my YouTube channel in 2020, and I started making videos on just OXT. True story. But I didn't really take it serious, and I really didn't know what I was doing until I watched other streamers and YouTubers. Mostly only one person. Like just straight up like just copied every single thing that. No, I'm just joking. But kind of got like bits and pieces and stuff, and had to figure it out on my own. But yeah, I used to. It's a fun story. Back in 2020 and 2021, I used to only make OXT videos. So I don't know if you guys remember like 5 years ago, but fun times. Undead is awesome. Yeah, he is. It's gonna break out if BTC stays bullish. Yeah, 8 about 30 minutes. Yeah, I'll be. Just let me know before you go live, and then we'll end the live stream here because I have a pretty bad migraine right now. So, and it's all because of you guys. No, I'm just joking. No, it's okay. It's not that bad, but it's like, oh, we're gonna be live for another 28 minutes anyway, so we'll call it when you go live. It has to be at least an hour because I have to have in like OCD with that. I have to have at least an hour. Let's see. Troll is a meme coin. What did I miss? Anyone rich yet? Nope. Oh yeah, Aloe's rich. She bought, or he. God, why did I say she? It's the damn picture. He bought Fart Coin and he's up 70%. No, I'm just joking. He said he should buy Fart Coin and he didn't, and now he's not up 70%. So nobody's rich yet. Shadow Frost. Did we call perp 2? I don't remember. No. Perpetual protocol. I think you asked. I remember you asking for it. Oh my god. What in the world? What is it? Dude, this is what like OXC is gonna do one day. Yeah, I mean, at what cost? You just made a lower low here, so you didn't even hit resistance yet. Macro resistance. You definitely probably hit. I like that. Definitely, probably. You definitely hit short-term resistance. Yeah, at 14 to 22 cents. It's getting stuck at 14 cents. So you had a giant wick, and now you're actually printing a red candle on 14 cents. You're probably going to get sent back down to the shadow realm. So, yo, the man's here. JY's Adventures is here. Hey, we were just talking about you earlier. I'm really happy you made profits on Monad. And the reason why I hate Coinbase is because I feel like they release a lot of coins with heavy supply, and they release supply. I have to explain myself. You see that? Because like I feel like there's going to be bad blood if I don't, right? So like he's going to like unsubscribe. So I feel like based on my experience with Coinbase listings, they always, historically speaking, for what I've seen, they pump the price and then they end up releasing coins, which be mindful of the fact that this is a 500 million market cap coin with a 5 billion valuation, like 5 billion unlocked. Okay. So like it's pumping right now, but when this thing ends up getting, turning bearish and going back down, you might never hit these previous all-time high prices because of the fact that they're releasing coins. It's inflationary, and that's just historically what I see. But in terms of price action for Monad, I mean, first of all, I'm really happy you made profits. Any profit is good profit. And then, why is this like, what the heck? Why am I not be able to find this? Okay, you know what? We'll just check it on here. We'll have to do it on the hourly. Yeah, so I mean, it came out, you're going to the moon. If you had bought this previous low, you're up already like 100%. I'd say continuation up over 3 cents 75. And then as far as the next target goes, again, keep in mind this is on the hourly. You broke the 1618. I'd say 5 cents 20 is, oh wait, you know what? Hold on. There we go. So sorry, scratch what I just said. I need to just make sure. There we go. Yeah, so 3 cents 47, bullish over 3 cents 47. And then 5 cents 70 is the next target on the upside right now. As long as that ends up staying over support at 3 cents 50. And anything under 3 cents 50, and you're gonna get something like this where you just come down, break down, and then it's gonna end up looking like Altcoin. So I don't know if you guys remember this or were here for this, but look, this is exactly what happened with Altcoin. Do you guys remember when Altcoin released? It went up, right? It went up to like $19, and then it never ended up hitting back its all-time high, and now it's sitting on the toilet, inside of the toilet bowl. Same with my coin OXT. I'm not trying to FUD you out. I'm not trying to scare you. I really hope you make even more money. But just, again, you're going to have opportunities to sell and make money, just like I did with OXT. I just didn't take it. Look at that head and shoulders. Bam. Let's see. Don't. It's fine as long as you get out. Don't get greedy. Do you have Solana wallet so I can give you a couple bucks? That's really nice, Adventures. I don't. I literally only have like this. I deleted everything, so I kind of I deleted all my stuff so I don't like go back to anything other than Bitcoin. True story. So I only have like Robinhood, so it's fine. I really do appreciate it. You can always come in here and you can always ask for me to look at your coins. I will always look at your coins. No worries. You don't have to send me any money. I really do appreciate the people that do, though. But I'm just saying, it's totally fine. You guys definitely don't have to. Now give me all your guys' money, like right now, or else I'm getting off. Let's see. I bought back at 4 cents with my profits. That's not bad. Damn, you bought back in? Okay. So you bought back in and you're up like more than 10% now with your profits. It just came out, so like it's really hard to kind of like gauge. I mean, you've been overbought since you came out on the hourly. I mean, you never know, man. This thing could just go to like 10 cents. Could just get a 2x on your move. What is this anyway? Whoa. The high performance EVM. What does EVM stand for? Something market, electric vehicle market. Like, wait, am I dumb? Am I dumb or no? Electric vehicle market? What is this like? Yeah, but what does this have that Solana doesn't? Like, why would me as a new person, instead of buying Solana, why would I buy Monad instead of Solana? Or even Cardano? Isn't Cardano also a layer 1 like Ethereum? So why wouldn't I buy Cardano? Why would I choose EVM over Solana, right? It's moonback profits. Yeah, that's fine. You're letting your profits ride. That's there's nothing wrong. And if you lose your money, it's like you're losing your profit, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, NFT craze. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because our token, because a token unlocks are just market attention moving away from NFT and Bored Ape Yacht Club. Chris Klein. Damn, Chris Klein. First time watcher. Hey sir, how are you doing this evening? I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for coming by. First time watcher, lover silver. Yeah. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Me, I used to gamble in altcoins, but then I woke up and I realized that hey, I should probably, instead of putting $20,000 and $30,000 in dog crap Inu, I should probably take that money and be more responsible with it and buy Bitcoin during the bear market, since I've been through 2 cycles of getting absolutely slaughtered, witnessing that Bitcoin's made higher highs every single cycle. So that's what this channel is about. So welcome to the channel. And yeah, thanks for coming in this in this channel. You can hang out in the chat. Let me know what you want me to look at for you. If you have any coins you want me to look at for you, you can ask your questions and I can give you my opinion. But we're all in this together. We're obviously all trying to make it. So interesting take on Monad. Let's see. EVM is a Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, so it's not electric vehicle machine. Got it. Solana started with no one knowing what it was on 0 exchanges. So are you more bearish or bullish at this point? I'm more bearish at this point. I think that, so I have my Bitcoin videos up because I'm trying to be a Bitcoin maxi, and I obviously made videos like buying Bitcoin. So definitely go check out those videos and boost my stats. But I think that we're still bearish. So I have a couple boxes drawn. Okay, so this isn't gonna change, right? So weekly update videos and everything like that. This is gonna be the same chart until our targets get broken. So I think that we're bearish until we break 91,300. Once that breaks, then 100,000, 106,000 are the next targets. Now that's where I call those are areas where you're gonna still make a lower high, so it's still gonna be bearish, and that's where traders are gonna be taking profits. Okay, so I think to me, I'm like, okay, well if we even get to 106K and get rejected, that's still bearish. But once 106 breaks, in my opinion, then that's when I think that 139 to 148 is in play. So that's my point. That's where I think. So right now, I think we're bearish, but that could change. I could go to sleep tomorrow. We could be at 92,000, and the sentiment's going to change. Like, oh, hey, we broke through the first major area of resistance. So let's see if we can continue with this momentum. There's no reason to yell, to the moon, if we're not making higher highs. We're just not bullish, right? We're not bullish if we're making lower highs. If we keep capitulating and making lower lows, you're just validating a channel, just like every other cycle. I hope that answers your question. This starts off with everyone knowing in every exchange. Yeah, but 100 billion market cap, dude. Sorry, 100 billion total supply with only 10 billion circulated. Like, I just don't like those tokenomics, man. Yo, Shubumji. I don't even know how to say that. Yo, for 2 beans. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Can you take a look into Noise, and Swiftcoin, please? Yeah. So we just looked at Swiftcoin. So let's take a look at Swiftcoin for you. Yeah. So for Swiftcoin, keeping it very simple. We held support at 2037. Okay. Now we're getting a bounce. The bounce did actually take us to the 236382 area of resistance, and then we got rejected, and now we're coming back down. So for traders, that was really good, right? You bought when the RSI was extremely oversold, and you ended up selling in resistance, which is why this box is drawn, And this was itself around 124% pump. So for traders, good for you. But if you're holding it, if you're someone that's holding it long term, you need to break this area of resistance between 68 and 96. If it doesn't break, the same thing, the same concept of when we look at Bitcoin, right? If it doesn't break, you're just making a lower high. You're going to get stuck like you already did. You're going to come all the way back down. And at that point, 2035 needs to hold. You need to establish a floor here, a base, put in a base, consolidate before the next move up. Otherwise, you're going to break down, and then we'll have to look at the next areas of support. So as of right now, 35 on the downside. On the upside, you need to break this box at 68 to 96. That's pretty much it for Swift coin. Once that breaks, then you can come back in here and send another super chat. No, I'm just joking. You can come back in here and ask for an update, and I can take a look at that for you and look at the next targets on the upside and where it needs to stay for that continuation. And let's take a look at noise. Okay, so noise. Yeah, noise isn't doing anything. Okay. Yeah, noise isn't really doing anything. So I remember last time you asked for noise, we said, hey, look, the last time you came back down, you tagged the 786, which is again when you break the 236382, which you did perfectly in this example. You come back down and typically you retest this, but technically you could still argue that it's an uptrend forming because of the trend line, which it has respected. So I'm just showing you that as an example. So you do the same thing here, right? Do the same thing here, and you're like, hey, we actually came down to the 76. So if it's going to be bullish, then you're putting in a bottom now, and then you're going to get the next move up. Keep in mind, if 302 does break down, though, then you are looking at a bigger capitulation. And then the targets on the upside, would be resistance at 25 to 29. So this is where traders are going to be taking profits around 23 to 40%. But if you're holding it, you need to break this area of resistance. And once that breaks, 39 would be the next target on the upside. And then from there, once that breaks, you're looking at validating this uptrend. Because technically, you are in an uptrend. So, technically, you're making higher highs and higher lows. So at that point, I guess the next higher high would be around 201, which I think is like a 5x. Yeah, it's a 451.9%. Now, that's not too crazy to say, given that it is only a 12 million market cap. You're still looking at it being under 100 million market cap. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really do appreciate that. A good analogy would be, why buy an Xbox or PS5 or a Nintendo? I don't have any of those consoles. Why buy an Xbox or I think the last time that I actually bought a brand new console from like the store was an Xbox 360. Yeah, because it was Xbox and an Xbox 360. And the only reason why I bought an Xbox 360 was because you needed it to play Halo 2, right? So that was 20 years ago. Wait, was it 20 years ago? When did Halo 2 come out? Oh my god, it was 21 years ago. Oh wow, dude. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Oh my gosh. What am I doing? That was 21 years ago. That was well, actually, I'm not going to say how old I am, but imagine that's like 50% of my life. That's crazy. It's not. I'm not that old. No, I'm just joking. I might be. Let's see. It's what's exclusive. Yeah, it's what exclusive games. Yeah, exactly. Perfect example of Halo, or like Mario Kart or Super Smash. Add a GameCube. I remember a good old Super Smash Bros. Melee. I remember that. What's up, and sweet? Welcome to the end of the live stream. Probably be live for another 10-15 minutes. Yo, yeah, man. Oh my god, that's just 21 years ago. Dude, I'm old. That's crazy. I remember playing that all the time. Oh my gosh. I feel really old after seeing that. Because when did the first Halo come out? When did Halo 1 Combat Evolved come out? Combat Evolved come out. I don't even think people call it that. Yeah, dude, this one came out in 2001. Oh my gosh, and that was like 24 years ago. I was playing this, I remember. Man, crazy. So maybe Monad has some build where you can't get it anywhere else. It's just speculation though. I mean, I'm rooting for you. I mean, I would just, if you really truly believe in it, then every single coin that does this on Coinbase ends up doing this, man. Okay? It ends up doing this. And I don't want to FUD you out. I really don't listen to me. Like, don't let what I'm saying, like, FUD you out of this, right? Obviously, you should be stronger than that anyway. But from my experience, every single time a coin comes out like this, you basically come down and you end up making, like, you end up doing something like this. And maybe you do go back up, okay? Because didn't Story even do that, right? This coin came out on Coinbase, right? Even this did that, right? Let me see. Yeah, I guess it did. Okay, so like Story IP, it came out and you had a massive move up and then you had a dip, right? So this dip was like 73%. But then you ended up making a higher high. So like, are you gonna be able to stomach that, right? Like, what if Monad does go down 70%, and it does do that, where, yeah. So like, what if it does make a lower low, go down to 1 cent, and then makes a higher high? You know, it could always do that too. Did you sell crypto wallets? Dude, I've never sold anything. And if anybody ever sees any person trying to sell them anything claiming it's me, I will never do any sponsorships. I will never tell you guys to go and trade off of like Kraken or whatever. I will never tell anybody to do something. I'm not sponsored by anyone, nor am I ever going to be. So, no. Dream Tank says, "Oh my God, I am old." Yes, you are. So am I, man. Hey, I like your Dogecoin thing. Let's see what Doge is doing. Yeah, we got a bounce. 13 cents, baby. It needs to break 18 cents. Otherwise, you're so bearish. That's all I got to say. So right now, you better put your hands together and pray. Please, Elon Musk, push Dogecoin past 18 cents. And then once you actually break that, then dude, this thing's probably gonna send it. You're probably gonna get the next higher high, because that's exactly what happened here. Broke down, made a higher high. Actually, technically, broke down, made a higher high. Broke down, made a higher high. Made a higher low. You're in this downtrend. You're in this downward channel. It's just an extended one of this. So, I mean, yeah. I hope it breaks out. I was born in 92, and it's crazy to think we're in 2025 when I feel like we're in 2015 in some ways. Yeah. Dude, 1992. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to tell you anything, but I am older than you. I'm not going to say when though, but it's just leverage play on BTC. If BTC stays bullish, it'll keep pushing. The second BTC falls, it's going to get nuked. Yeah, it's typically like all those other coins. Like, you go up 100%, but those are definitely going to be the ones that end up going down like 50% when we do break down. Dream Tank says it will move. Yeah, I mean, it needs to move to 18 cents. You're not that far away. I think that when you do break this, it's just only like 20%, 24%. You should get a bigger move up. Yeah, 22 cents would be in play. But again, the same thing that I always say, hey, like if you're trading it, that's where traders are going to be taking profits. But if you're holding it, that's an area that you need to break. Sorry, and sweet. You said arrow, my bad. Is TCU still in here? Come on, the Crypto Undead. Come on, Crypto Undead. You gotta go live, man. My migraine's killing me. No, I'm just joking. I hope he's still here and he lets me know when he's gonna go live. If you guys haven't already, just make sure you guys go and follow the. Oh my God, dude, I have Big T food reviews here. Where is he at? Where's TCU? Oh, there he is. This gentleman is gonna go live soon. I'm gonna be getting off the live stream in like 5-10 minutes probably. But he's going live soon, so definitely go check out his channel. I think he's going live, yeah, in like the next like 15-20 minutes or something. And then also check out this. Check out this this gentleman. I was gonna say something super messed up, but I have to stop myself because I'm on live stream and that's not how people talk. I'm trying to keep this channel extremely professional, so we can't say anything like that. But check out Big T's food reviews. The gentleman wants to make it on YouTube eating food. I support it, and I hope that everyone supports him, and hopefully he achieves his dreams of finally retiring and owning a franchise and multiple stores, multiple Taco Bell stores, where he no longer has to pay for excessively overpriced tacos and gorditas, where he can tell his workers, hey, put a little bit less bread on that. Hey, you see this? Why does it only have a little bit of meat and it's all taco shell? You know, things like that, where you could be like, hey, load it up with this fake beef, put a good amount of sour cream on there, and that way people can actually see what I'm eating instead of just putting lettuce in front of my face and in front of the camera. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. So for Aerodrome, let's see. From the low to the high, you found support at 67 cents. Typically, again, I wish it was over 82 cents, but it's not. However, on the macro time frame, that does coincide. The 0.5 support does coincide with the 382 at 63 cents. So technically, it's still bullish, and the target on the upside right now is $1.04. That needs to break. So we already attempted to break this once, and we got stuck and we made a lower high. So it's very important to note. Please understand that this needs to break. If it breaks, I say previous high, and all-time highs up to $8 target is in play. If it doesn't, you're probably going to come back down and retest this low, if not make a lower low. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Free Lightning, thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. And I will be live again on Thanksgiving because it's Thursday, and I told myself that I am going to live stream every single Tuesday, Thursday, and weekend. So I have to do it. So I'll see everybody at, obviously, if you guys want to come by, it'll be like around 12 o'clock. I don't have work on Thanksgiving, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit earlier. It's going to be an early Thanksgiving live stream. The Elon stuff is for the masses. Proof of work is for real investors. So wait, what are you saying, Dream Tanks? Are you with Monad, or are you talking about Dogecoin? Aloe says peace. I'm still live for another 2 minutes. So I haven't said my outro yet. So I'm still here. Aloe, what do you want me to look at? You want me to look at Vara for you? Everybody check it out. Aloe bought Vara. Look at this gamble. What a trooper. Look at this. Can you guys please just take a moment of silence? A moment of silence for everybody that bought Vara at like when it first released on Coinbase at 17 cents. This is the kind of stuff that upsets me, especially with Coinbase. Coinbase released this coin at 17 cents to like their mass retail. Anybody who bought got absolutely wrecked, man. You buy $1,000. If you had bought $1,000 worth of this, literally looks like OXT BTC. Literally, your $1,000 would be worth $62 now. Dogecoin got it. Damn, we still got Dogecoin shows popping up. Why are you coin shaming, bro? Report it? No, don't report me. I have a very clean record. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you this. Look, the Vara chart looks like the OXT BTC chart, doesn't it? Aloe, doesn't it look like it? This chart looks like this. It's just dying. It's just literally dying. Like, this is what I want to see. Look at this. This is nice. Even Ethereum BTC. I mean, Ethereum BTC actually isn't that good. I can't believe it actually came back down and double bottomed. That's crazy. Dogecoin don't need shills. Dogecoin is proof of work. It doesn't need you or anyone. Yeah, Aloe, you gotta watch it, man. This gentleman over here has a picture of Dogecoin in his YouTube channel or in his YouTube account. You can't be going around saying stuff about Dogecoin to someone like that, man. Let's see. Dogecoin, yeah, I mean, bro, I wish I had held my Dogecoin, but I unfortunately sold too early. Yeah, I sold it back here. Okay, in my defense though, man, yeah, I had it back here. So in my defense, when your coin, when Dogecoin, especially the history, when all it's been doing is hovering between 201 and 204, and you ended up buying it 202 and it ends up going to like 203, like or whatever, 204, which is like I think where I sold, like around here. That's great, right? I made like 50 to 100% on that move. But but I didn't, I didn't hold it. I was like, oh, it's gonna come back down, and I remember this. I remember I was like, hey, if it ends up coming back down here, this is what I don't know if you remember this, but I remember I was like, hey, if it comes back down here, oh, I'll definitely pick some back up at 201 because that's even below where I bought in before. And then, dude, this thing goes flying. I remember it hits 3 cents. Right? It got stuck at 3 to 6 cents, like here. Yeah, 3 to 6 cents. I was like, bro, no freaking way. And then it went up to like 74 cents. Oh man, dude, I just can't believe it. Good for you, man. If you made it here, good for you, man. That's awesome. I had 2 million coins. Dream tanks. I had 2 million coins. Just let that sink in. I mean, also, I did have 200,000 XLM coins at one point, but it doesn't matter. I understand my investment. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. And, I mean, it outperformed also most altcoins, too. Like, you did you did a 8x, right? And you're still actually validating this uptrend. You're still in this upward channel right now. Meow, point me in the right direction for a quick two. Dude, I can't point you in. I can't anymore because I'm diamond handing Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin maxi now. You see that? I am $175 in, baby. I'm in the market. I'm only down $2. It's crazy to see your account like down $2 instead of being down, like waking up and being okay with being down like $2,000-$3,000. It's actually crazy. I did adventures. I diamond hand. Yeah, good for you, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, you made it, man. You made it with Doge. Yeah. Wow. I'm surprised they don't have this. They don't have like the all-time chart for Bitcoin. What are you doing with your Dogelon holdings? What did I do? I downsized it. So I don't know if you remember, I bought 100 billion and then it dipped more. So I sold it and I took a huge loss, but it is what it is. Are you putting it into? I put it in my bank account because I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm putting it into here, but also in the videos and as I've explained, I'm not putting like 10K in right now at Bitcoin's at $87,000. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be dollar cost averaging down. So like, if I see Bitcoin like in a year from now, like next December or like in 2 years from now, it's like I think it's bottomed out at like 20, 30, 40,000, whatever. That's when I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put in like most of my capital at that point. Or if the Bitcoin weekly RSI pairing is extremely oversold, because every single time that the weekly RSI is extremely oversold on Bitcoin, it does generally form a bottom before the next move up and before the next higher high. So that's when I'm going to be. So, like, I know you guys are like, oh, well, I only have $200. Yeah, because I'm not going to put like thousands of dollars in that $87,000, you know? I want to try to get to one Bitcoin. So I need to invest smartly and buy these dips, and which is exactly where I bought it, and take it from there. Like I said, I understand my investments, smart and good for you, man. I hope you make it. I hope Dogecoin goes to $4 because technically you have a target up there, right? Dogecoin target for the next higher high, because even if you yeah, I mean, even last cycle, right? You had the 1618, which you already got stuck at. You blew right through it. And then you had the 2618, which you never tagged at $1.43. So in theory, that could be a target. But the next macro target is what, $5, right? No, $3. It's around $4. So 387 would be the next target. Unless I drew that off. It's like around $4. It's gonna change every single time. Yeah, like 397. So it's around $4 for the next target, which as of today for the Dogecoin Diamond Hands gentleman, is around a 25x from the current price. That is insane. Matthew Dropco, welcome to the end of the live stream. Now, smart to DCA BTC, only time DCA. Only time, that's true. That is exactly my point. And exactly why I'm like, hey, if I dollar cost average $10,000 to $20,000 throughout the course of the next 2 years into Bitcoin, I know that in the next 4 years or 3 years, whatever that cycle is going to be, whenever we're going to turn bullish, I know that $20,000 is going to be worth at least $60,000 to $100,000, which is not even that crazy. It's a 3x. So imagine if Bitcoin bottoms out. This just got me super excited, man. Imagine if Bitcoin bottoms out at like even $50,000, right? And I put in like 10 grand. If it comes up and only goes like, you know what I mean? Like only goes up, 17% from its previous high, then my 10K is going to be, my 20K is going to be 3 times more, It'll be 60K. And that's like very conservatively speaking. So I think that is a really good plan, and that's why I'm doing it. Because I'll be fine with it. I'll be fine with making, turning 20, 30 grand into 60, 120 grand. I'll be totally fine with that. I am diamond handling next parabolic phase. So I am diamond handling next parabolic phase. Yeah, you're waiting for that euphoria. So he's the kind of gentleman that looks at the chart and understands the fact that we haven't had euphoric yet, but he knows that we will get it no matter how long it takes. So basically, when we get that euphoric phase, and when everything all the altcoins actually start moving, that's when this guy is going to sell, and he's going to make so much money selling because he waited for the euphoric phase. And the euphoric phase is typically when people are going to FOMO in, everyone's going to be piling in, and this gentleman is going to be selling, which is good. That's how you make money. So I wish I did that, I just never timed it right, and I think that's the problem. But also, to my defense, not your defense, you're holding Dogecoin. I held like complete garbage. I held like one-off gambles. You know what I mean? Like, we already knew Dogecoin was going to run this cycle. We already knew Dogecoin was going to. I still think you're probably going to break. You should, in theory, break the previous high. I don't know why it hasn't yet, 74 cents. But I don't think that it's not going to break. I think that it will at some point. But then you got me putting in so much money in a random coin that I thought was a good concept. And I think a lot of people did that, like where they were like, hey, I'm going to buy this coin because it's a good idea. But it just never ended up going up. And it was like, oh, the next Dogecoin. Oh, the next Dogecoin. Which I actually made money on the next Dogecoin. I made my money in Shiba Inu. But then it doesn't matter because the market took it back the last 4 years anyway. So I really can't say that, you know. Did you sell? Oh my god, how did a bot get in here? It's okay. It helps the algorithm. Did you sell crypto wallets and earn $350? No, I didn't. But do you want to super chat me $350, Nicole? What if this robot actually like super chats me? I think we're gonna call it here now. So, yeah, I think we're gonna call it. We've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. Oh man, Matthew Dropco's in the house. Welcome, Matthew Dropco. And let me know what you want me to look at for you. You know what? I think I know what you want me to look at for you. Vincent Chaves, welcome to the end of the live stream. If you want, let me know what you want me to look at for you, and I'll take a look at it really quick. But I think I'm going to call it soon. So I already know we got the Mog Bolt Moon Boy in the house. So, so Matthew Dropco, you're actually holding support here at 6.027. Keep in mind, if you do come back up, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to redraw this because I'm going to play a little bit more conservatively. Not that you're trading it, but I'll just play it a little bit more conservatively. So just keep in mind that you have resistance here, Matthew Dropco. Not that it matters because you're holding it anyway. But you need to break 6 zeros 42 to 6 zeros 59. That's where you're probably going to get a sell-off and traders taking profits. 60% to around 114%. If 6026 doesn't hold for whatever reason, which hopefully we get at least some sort of recovery rally, then we'll look at the next targets on the way down. So, well, I hope overnight we keep rolling. I'll catch you in the next one, man. I just kept adding on this dip. Yeah, so hopefully it put in a bottom now. Monad, if you haven't done it. I've already done it, but I can take a look at it again. There's really like nothing to look at because, oh man, it's bearish. JR Adventures made his money and now now it's going down. Let's go. Yeah, so for this, again, it just came out. I think that just be careful with this coin. Obviously, if you're buying in now, be careful. Target on the upside is 5 cents and then 6 cents. And in terms of support, it needs to stay over on the macro time frame. It needs to stay over 3 cents 70 and 4 cents 10. So if you get a correction here, it does need to stay over this for a continuation up to those targets on the upside. I think that if this breaks, then you're probably in for a bigger correction. Okay. Same here. You can see we came down. We actually tagged the 0.5, but then we got we ended up closing over this area, retested the 382, and then actually started moving up. Okay. So the same thing follows here. So that's what I think about Monad. And yeah, thank you so much for coming by. Some of the Monad holders on Coinbase cannot sell it because it was a pre-buy. I mean, I think they can't. I don't know what the rules were, but they had some in place. But anyone who bought after the pre-sale can't. Wait, what the heck? So what does that mean? That means that anybody who's still holding it can't sell their coins? What was the pre-sale price? Oh, look, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! The pre-sale price was 2 cents 50 and they can't sell. So they're up 80%. Wow. Wow, that's dumb. I wouldn't have done that. I would have just bought it when it came out then. Because like if they can't sell, then they can't even take profits. Yeah, and they're making you buy at least $100, which isn't bad, but why not sell it? Why not being able to sell it? They may be able to sell now, but they couldn't just dump after it pumped on the Coinbase launch. Yeah, but that's a good thing too, because now it's even higher. But it is printing red, so oh my god, the top is in. We're going back down. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I've never looked at these cards. Riftbound? I've never seen this in my life. That's crazy. Again, I don't know what the rules were, but they said they didn't want it to pump and dump. Well, they did a good job not letting it pump and dump because it just keeps getting higher and higher. So that's good. Oh my god, my Bitcoin's going to the moon. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. We've been live for an hour and 17 minutes. I will be going live again on Thursday on Thanksgiving. Around 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I really don't know. But I obviously have family stuff planned. But I'm going to obviously do it beforehand. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Have a great week. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I do appreciate every single one of you and help. And thank you for supporting the channel. Have a great night. Have a great Thanksgiving week. And again, we will be live on Thursday at around 11:12 Pacific Standard Time, 11 in the morning, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll catch you in the next live stream, hopefully. And hopefully Monad by that point is at like $10 for you, man. And JY's Adventures is basically rolling around in the $1 million or something like that. Anyways, have a great night, have a great day, and I'll catch everybody in the next